What is it that made you start your own company?
It started honestly with Lil Wayne when I did the Wheezy Thanks You with him. And this is where all the business stuff comes in, because the president of Young Money, who was an artist at the time, Mac Main, was like, yeah, so send us your invoice and W-9. And I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, just send us your company info. I'm like, oh, you can't just PayPal me? He was like, no, send us your stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I was talking to one of my close friends and I'm like, yeah, they're asking me for a W-9, company information. Ain't that just me, my social? And he was like, no, Karen. And he really broke it down to me. He was like, he helped me with my name, which is always Civil Enterprise, which stands for ACE, an acronym for ACE. And he helped me figure out my name. He got me with a business manager, setting up the whole thing so my business was intact. And when I first started, again, it's just something that I loved and I wanted to do. And that's when I realized I got to put the business hat on and all that stuff that comes with it, getting an accountant, knowing all the other things, your LLC and 1099s and W-2s. And that eventually came with it. But it honestly started with Wayne and Mac Main. Those are two individuals I owe to this day who continuously, if you get to work and an extension of them or be around them, they always want people around them to evolve. I went into it as a girl who had a blog, and now I've had numerous opportunities off of Mac and Wayne continuing to help me build my empire.
There's so many misconceptions that people have when it comes to building a business and entrepreneurship. What was some of the biggest challenge that you faced as you were trying to build your company? And what advice would you give to somebody starting a business? But start with some of the challenges that you had.
Whew. The biggest challenge is other people's perception and other people's views on your success, trying to limit that success, where you should be, undermining you. Being a woman, being a Black woman with ideas, and when you're vocal, they see it as, okay, she's arrogant, or she's a or she's, excuse me, but it's all these negative connotations that come with it when you're passionate. But they don't have these thoughts and ideologies when it comes to my male counterparts. It only comes to me. When you walk into a room, you're the last to be greeted. You're seen as the assistant and not the executive. People don't shake your hand. You're just really not seen, or you don't feel valuable. And that it goes into one thing I'm really proud of is my mom used to pour into me very young. And at that time I'd be like, yo, why is she telling me all of this all the time? You're beautiful, you're great. And I'm like, okay, thank you. But I love the fact that my mom would tell me that. But back then I'm like, I wish the world would tell me that. But that was her preparing me and reminding me the world is not always gonna give you your flowers. You have to go and pick them and smell those roses yourself. Give yourself grace. In this day and age, it's again, we're in this microwavable age where people now have put this time limit, this success time limit on themselves, where they're like, if I don't have $1 million in 90 days, I quit. If I don't have it in a year, sometimes businesses don't turn a profit in the first 2 years. So give yourself grace to get that understanding, to continue learning. Second is really showing up for yourself and really doing the work, where it's yes, you had a great Monday, but have a great Wednesday, have a great Thursday, have a great Friday. It's really showing up for your company. So it gets to a point where days, I wasn't feeling the best, but I'm still gonna show up and I'm giving 100%. So it's I have to show up for myself, and that's the most important part, and people forget.
Wow.
Is showing up for yourself, giving yourself grace, and really having a business plan. I'm talking short-term and long-term. There are people whose their business plan is, I want to make $5 million. I'm like, okay, and how long? 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years? What's your overall plan? Let me see what you want to do for the first 90 days. They're like, what? The mind forgets, paper doesn't. What are you writing down? And another big important part is for yourself and your business is having core values. What's important to you, what's important to your business. So as people come and opportunities come, you are not blinded by a paycheck or an opportunity or XYZ, because you understand your core values, your business core values, what's important to you, so you never have to step over a dollar to pick up a nickel, which is your integrity, your values, and what's important to you for a paycheck.
This is the information that changes people's direction. You know, especially for young people, man, they have to hear from a young sister like yourself. They have to hear from young people. Because look, I'm 64 years old. You know, I mean, so dope and fly. You can't even really tell the drip on me is incredible. You know what I'm saying? But I also have to remember, man, when I talk to young people, that they looking at me, well, okay, Steve, it's easy for you to say. But no, man, what you say is really real. In this microwavable society, people think everything is instant. Instagram is the highlight reel of people's life. It's a highlight reel. That ain't really how they look. That's their best photo, they filter, that's their best outfit. They took a picture of that one, 5 or 10 days later post another one. You know the thing I've always said to my kids that I think they finally may be getting? I told them a long time ago, I said, listen to me, it take a long time to make a lot of money. It take a long time to make a lot of money. Strap on, buckle in, hold on tight, homie, because this finna be a ride. If you trying to be really successful and maintain, it's going to take some time. You know, because becoming successful is one thing. Staying successful is a whole nother animal. If you think it's hard to do 100 push-ups and you finally do 100, lock and hold. After you've done the 100, lock your elbows and hold in that position. What? Yeah, man, because that's how hard it is to stay successful. And hearing stuff like this from you is really helpful to people, you know.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Brandy Harvey. Thanks for watching our video today, but guess what? It does not stop there. I need you to do something. I need you to like, I need you to subscribe, but I also need you to share it with somebody who needs some daily motivation. Make sure you are subscribed to the Vault platform because we got more content on the way. It's your girl, Brandy Harvey. You already know we empower every day, all day.